Since 1993, the life expectancy dropped significantly. According to the Centers for Disease Control, Americans will live to be about 79 years old. Joining us now this morning, Dr. Scot Ackerman with the Ackerman Cancer Center. Good to have you here. So what is behind this life expectancy drop?
Well, we're not quite sure. The last time we saw the life expectancy drop was in 1993, and since then, the life expectancy of men and women in America has been going up steadily all those years. And back then was the peak of the HIV epidemic, and so that was the issue then. Right now, we're not so sure. We've looked at the reasons behind this, and what's happened is that the life expectancy for men and women has dropped about 0.1 years, which is just over a month. And we think this might be just a one-off, might be an aberration, so it's going to take a few years to know. But what we do know is that the age-adjusted deaths due to heart disease, diabetes, stroke, suicide have all gone up very slightly. Cancer rates are stabilized and gone down, but cancer death rates also have gone down a little bit.
So it's a combination of both lifestyle and genetic issues.
Well, we think it is probably more lifestyle than genetic issues, because what do these things have in common? Diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, they all have in common, exactly, is obesity. And we know that 1 in 3 Americans is obese, and we know that children are eating out at a fast food restaurant. I think 1 in 3 children eat fast food every day. And so with that, we see increased incidence of obesity, and that's directly related to cardiac disease, diabetes, those sort of things.
Who's living longer, men or women?
Women always have been living longer. Women live about 5 years longer than men on average. In fact, the drop in life expectancy was a little bit more pronounced in men than it was in women. Women went down about 0.1 years and men went down about 0.2. Women live longer because they are less subject to accidents and those sort of things, because typically they don't work or engage in activities that would put them in harm's way.
Yeah, I see men living to about 81.2 years, women to, or no, I've got that backwards. Women 81.2 years, men 76.3 years. When they revisit this study, what do you think we're going to find? That it is perhaps an aberration?
No, I truly think in my heart of hearts that there is increasing obesity. I think that sugar and high fructose corn syrup are very much in our diets. There's an article this weekend in the Wall Street Journal that talked about that. High fructose corn syrup is like sugar on steroids, and it's in lots of foods. We're eating nearly 100 pounds a year per American, and that's contributing to obesity. Also, our sedentary lifestyle is contributing to that as well. I certainly see it in my practice. We have more and more patients that are in scooters or in wheelchairs just to get down the hallway.
So why aren't people more proactive in responding?
Well, I think people need it's very easy to eat this way, and it's very easy to live a sedentary lifestyle. I think it's going to take a real wake-up call.
Yeah, part of the other problem is that we feel like we don't have time. We're always in a rush, so we grab some food, or we don't have time to exercise. And the reality is we've got to make the time.
Right, everyone's busy, and and most families, both parents work, and so they want to grab something quick for their family for dinner, and they wind up grabbing fast food or something easy to do, and most of those things are very high in carbohydrates, high in sugars, and also high in fats.
So take time to smell the roses, otherwise you'll be beneath the daisies.
That's good, Bruce.
Dr. Scot Ackerman, thank you. If you missed any of this interview, you can watch it online at newsforjax.com. Should be posted on the morning show page about 10:30 this morning.